Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could work urine into that. Hey there, welcome to Movie Phone's Unscripted. I'm Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Sandra Bullock to talk about our new film, The Proposal. Now, we're going to ask each other some questions, and we're going to ask some of your questions as well. And I think that we should probably now start with the first question. This is from Amanda in Orlando, Florida. She says, I saw the naked hug in the trailer. How do you prepare for a nude scene? Sandra.
I like how she called it a hug. That was some hug.
No, it wasn't a naked hug.
Some of those hugs have bore some children.
Oh my God!
You know, I think under any other circumstance, with any other person, and I don't know because I don't know every other person, but anyone I can imagine, I don't think doing that scene would have been as comfortable and as easy after hour two. I mean, it wasn't easy because you know, it's humiliating. Some people are very comfortable walking around naked.
Yeah.
Outside of the shower and bathtub, I am not.
No.
I think it's harder for women to get to the point where you go, I like who I am. I don't care what what people think, and then you have to put it on screen, and then you have to own that comment.
Yeah.
Is a little hard, and then you're going, I need to stand up straighter. How do my boobs look? Is my butt jiggling?
Yeah.
I told our director, just when we hit, and the ripple effect happens, just let it be like two
Ripple
ripples
effect.
on the
All right.
butt, just cut before it goes,
I don't think that happened.
because she cut, and cut the film before.
There were very few cuts in that scene. I mean, if you remember it, it's...
I saw a lot of cuts in your six-pack, which I didn't have.
I'm uncomfortable. But
I had no muscle definition whatsoever. You were like all Wolverine.
That was...
Don't ask me what this is. It's a gang sign for Wolverine.
It's the East LA version.
Wolverine. Have you ever said yes to doing something only to regret it later? What was it?
I have said yes to jumping out of a perfectly good aircraft, only to deeply, deeply regret it 13 jumps later. On my 13th skydiving jump, I was trying to get certified for some reason, not for an insane asylum, but for skydiving. And my chute failed, and that unfailingly sucked. And I basically had to pull my reserve chute, and that was terrifying, because then I thought, this is where my mind went. I was like, if I cut this chute away that's not working, then I'll only have one left. It was the dumbest
Do you think maybe they
process.
did that on purpose for you to get certified? Okay, let's rig the chute that doesn't work to make sure he knows.
No, because my very good friend John packed my chute. And then
Is he a really good friend now?
No, I had to kill him when I got to the ground. But I am still friends with him. But I remember pulling my reserve chute and looking up, and it was flying straight. And I remember feeling this overwhelming sense of relief. But the reserve chute, you can't steer very well, so I wasn't quite out of danger yet. I was worried I was going to land on some power lines. I finally landed in my urine-soaked jumpsuit, and I'd had enough of that, and that was definitely a decision I regretted evermore.
Yeah.
Jumping out of that first plane, which led to that. What is the most challenging moment you've ever had on a film set?
There was one of my first films, a scene where the director had me in a car in a very narrow tunnel. And it was, he wanted to create a sense of claustrophobia.
Yeah.
So he had me in a car, and just a two-lane highway, and then had the stunt drivers drive 18-wheelers as quickly as they could by this car, as I was in this car and I couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And to have me go as insane as I possibly could with fear.
Wow.
And it wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And, he got the end result, but I realized at the end of it, I was like, wow, that was someone manipulating your real fears rather than your acting fears to get an end result. And I was half impressed, and I go, wow, that's some good directing. And the other half was so pissed off.
Yeah,
I wanted to kill him. I was like, what if something had gone wrong and just nipped the front of that car? I would have been crushed and killed. So I think that was probably my most challenging. It's emotionally challenging, but that just really made me
that
afraid.
sounds like it was both.
Is
this director still an
I don't know. Let's call him.
All right, yeah.
Let's ask him.
We should find out. What is the biggest favor you've ever asked of your personal assistant, Sandra?
To birth my child so I didn't have to experience the pain.
Ow. God, does that come with some kind of medical plan or
She would do
retirement
it.
benefits?
She would do it for a cool 50 grand.
Wow.
Just kidding. No.
She's a hard boss. I heard you demanding a kidney from her once.
She gave it. She
Yeah.
didn't have to.
You took it.
I did, and it's working. Her other one failed,
Yeah.
poor thing. Look, I didn't force her. I said, can I? And she said, do I keep my job if I give you my kidney? I said, yes, you do.
Yeah.
And now I'm fine.
Yeah. Because you know what? It's not just an assistant. It's like a pod for emergency harvestable organs.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever asked anything. I mean, I'm trying to think of, you know, something like I
You're
asked
so
her.
I'm gonna be literal here. You're so nice to everyone that you work with. So there's no
I've asked them to lie.
no trash here.
I've asked them to lie. I asked them to lie and not give out phone numbers and lie about situations, which then they didn't lie about. And now I'm married.
Oh, wow. Well, that's
Which I'm thankful. I asked her to lie. She wouldn't do it.
And then now
It's
you're
the best thing she ever did for me. If you could come back at any previous time before your birth
Whoa. Okay.
in the world of film, what time of filmmaking would you come back in, and what type of movie, and who would you like to act with?
Oh man, that's a good question. I would definitely make it one of those old-timey films.
Like the black and whites with the...
I just like the word old-timey. You know what? I just saw this great film called Days of Wine and Roses with Jack Lemmon,
Yeah.
and I thought, my God, I would give anything to get to work with that
Oh,
guy.
amazing.
Yeah,
You
so
remind
much
me, you
fun.
have the same timing as Jack Lemmon, too. Like, you have that. You've got old-timey timing. I like saying old-timey, too.
It's a great...
But when you say, you go, old-timey.
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 Ali asks, what is the most embarrassing experience you've ever had at work? Oh no, really? Am I involved?
No,
Okay.
it's funny, but I don't want to make it public. No.
Oh, well then don't. I mean...
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if the most embarrassing is something that I don't really feel comfortable in sharing.
Do you want to change some names and maybe some
No,
locations?
because it just
for their
makes
own
me look
protection?
so bad.
I could answer mine if that maybe feels...
Yes,
I know
why
she
don't
was
you
asking me...
Share yours.
I once worked with an actress who... this is back when I worked exclusively with crackheads.
Okay.
She lost her tooth in the middle of a scene, and that freaked me out. And I was embarrassed for her. I was deeply embarrassed for her, and it was awful.
Were you
but
guys kissing?
It was terrible. No, we weren't kissing. She took one of those breath mint things right before the take that sits in the little camera box right by the...
You know I know who
yeah.
this is, right?
And what's that? You know who this is? Okay.
It wasn't
Anyway,
me.
no, it certainly wasn't you. Anyway, she bit into this thing and out came her tooth. The embarrassing part was that
You swallowed it.
No, I'm the only one who noticed
Oh.
for the first 10 minutes or so, and I didn't really want to say. I didn't
Did
know how
she
to broach
know
it.
it fell out?
She sort of started to. I don't know if she was
Where did it-
sober.
did it fall
so,
out? Or did she swallow
no,
it?
it kind of like rolled into her mouth somewhere.
Well,
But
did
she
you
also
feel
had
that?
like a couple of mints in there, and I think it was like sort of
Oh.
confused in the mouth. The whole mouth area was confused. And I was deeply embarrassed, and I really I didn't just want the day to end, I wanted the year to end. I was like, so over it.
So who did you go?
I finally said, you're missing a tooth.
How did
I
she
think we
take
should
that?
stop.
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, yeah, anyway.
Okay, well.
Okay, well. On that note.
On that note, thank you for watching Movie Phone. And thank you so much for sending in your questions as well. They were actually very good. Sorry I couldn't answer some of them. I don't want that out there in the world. But we hope you see our film, The Proposal, June 19th. Because Ryan is definitely worth it seeing him naked.
Oh, God.
I'm funny naked. He looks good naked.
She's just hot.
Oh my God, it just makes me like, I don't know what you would do. Like,
Tell me now.
no! I'm not going to tell you. You doing the slight sensitive smile?
I'm thinking about something. Shot. Uh-oh. And now, crotch.